Hey guys, welcome to this edition of Flix Fix, and we're about to do the weekend roundup. Wait. My producer said stop doing that and to never do it again.
It's time for movie and TV news. Flix Fix with Harold the Film Geek.
Alright, so here's how the weekend rounded up. These numbers got from the boxofficemojo.com, so if I get them wrong, don't blame me, blame them. And they're not paying me. Not that I know that they pay anybody, actually, now that I think about it. Anyways, here's how the weekend rounded up. G.I. Joe Retaliation, or G.I. Joe, it did pretty good for itself. Okay, number one, $41.2 million, which is pretty good, seeing that the movie cost about $130 million to make. It's more than likely going to break even before it leaves the box office. But we'll see. I'll bring up later on in this episode why I feel like it might have a good chance for next weekend as well. But let's move on. The next movie was The Croods, dropping one spot from number 1 to number 2, bringing in another $26.5 million, bringing the movie to about $88 million that it made, and it cost about $135 million. So there's a good chance that by the end of April, because there's not a lot of kids movies coming out, that it should hold strong and make its money back. Wise planning on the part of the movie company, Fox, for putting it out when it did. Not a lot of competition means a lot of profit. Next up, Tyler Perry's movie actually debuted at number 3, which is about 8 spots higher than I thought it was going to debut at, given how many people said they don't even want to see the movie and how bad all the reviews were. But the movie still brought in $22.3 million. It's pretty good. Now, falling down as Olympus Has Fallen is number 4. Bringing in $14 million more, but debuting at number 6 is another movie. I skipped number 5, but I'll give you number 5 now. That was The Great and Powerful Oz. Oz the Great and Powerful, bringing in another $11.6 million, but debuting at the number 6 spot was The Host. If you remember from last week, The Host is the same lady who gave you the Twilight series. So here's the thing. She gave you the Twilight series. Everybody was all, happy-go-lucky about Twilight series. It doesn't seem like anybody gives a crap about The Host, even though the movie production company who made it says they want to do a part 2. It might actually not happen now. It didn't do so well because it only brought in $11 million. 11. That's a horrible start for a movie that cost like a couple million to make. I mean, it was like 45 million, so it's not like it was too expensive, but at the same time, come on, guys, get your act together. Next up, Admission comes in at number 7 there. 7 was The Call, then 8 was Admission. Then you got at number 9 was The Spring Breakers, and then number 10 was the incredible Burt, Wondertone. Now, putting all that to the side, what should you be expecting tomorrow on Blu-ray and DVD? Well, there's going to be some TV shows, some movies. So what do we got? We got Baytown Outlaws. We have the Bible, the epic Miniseries. Anyway, then you have Freeloaders. You also have Hemingway and Gellhorn, don't care. John Dies at the End, which is a movie that's been on Comcast for a while now, and now you can actually buy it. You have Knuckleball, Love, and Stitches. So just a bunch of garbage basically coming out, except for one in particular that I think might be interesting, but I haven't watched it yet. I won't even give away which. No, probably won't just give that away. Anyways, what you're going to be expecting this weekend at the box office on Friday. There's only going to be 2 major releases that I know of. There's a bunch of other limited releases. If you check in the description, it will have all the limited releases and all the DVD releases in case I missed anything. But you're going to be getting the Evil Dead movie and Jurassic Park, the first movie, in 3D. That's right, they redid the movie in 3D because they plan on doing a part 4, and you can't do a part 4 if people don't even remember what anything is about. And part 4 is supposed to be a continuation of part 1, and they're going to forget about part 3 because somebody liked part 3, The Lost World, and part 2 was okay, but everybody doesn't want to talk about part 2 because every time they talk about part 2, they think about part 1. Done. Anyways, that movie's come out to 3D. It, like any other movie that comes out in 3D, is probably going to do pretty well for itself, and it's already made its money back. So, I mean, post-production 3D costs a good amount of money, but it doesn't talk. If this movie made $15 million, that's $15 million more on a stack that it made many, many years ago. Plus the distribution rights, the video games that came out. I don't even care if this movie does good. But Evil Dead's a movie that everybody's saying looks really good. It reminds a lot about Sam Raimi of what he was trying to do with the original Evil Dead series. Now, here's the one thing that I'm talking about, is that's why G.I. Joe might actually have a chance this coming weekend. There's no action movies debuting. There's nothing big coming out outside of those two movies that I'm aware of. And because of that, it's going to probably go uncontested at number one. Horror movies don't normally do that well, but Sam Raimi horror movies seem to have some sort of pull on audiences, like Drag Me to Hell did very well for itself when it came out right after he was doing the Spider-Man series. Anyways, guys, that's all I have to say about the movie weekend roundup, DVD sales, and what you should be expecting on Friday. Leave a comment of what you think about this episode in the comment area. And all things, if I don't talk to you soon, well, I guess I'll just talk to you later. Bye now.